Hey, everybody. Welcome to Two Nerds in a Podcast. And today is a very special, exciting episode because it is birthday extravaganza part 2. My birthday! Woo!
We love April for that reason.
Yes, we get to, even though we are different sides of April and different zodiacs, we get to celebrate it all in the same month, and that's fun. And April babies, if you're listening, you're amazing.
Yeah.
The best month to be born in.
Absolutely. That's why Pedro Pascal's birthday is April 2nd.
And honestly, there's like April's just a good month in general. It's like
a solid
the weather. The weather starts getting real nice. You get to like get that real taste of like springtime, even though I don't like hot.
Yeah.
I like,
but it's warm. It's like comfy
yes.
warm, like cozy. Like during the day it's warm, but it's still nice and cool at night.
Yeah. And that's what I like.
Occasionally it's a little foggy, a little rainy.
Yeah. And it's just, April's just such a good month. And yeah, and I'm going to be turning 28 this year. So I'm getting there.
I know you're turning 28, but I'm very excited for you to turn 29 next year because I'm just going to be like 29.
29? Oh my God. I'm so excited. I have been thinking about my 29th birthday for so long because I'm like, when I turn 29, I'm going to be the most annoying person. Like the whole month leading up to my birthday, I swear I'm just going to go around work and I'm going to be like, 29? Yeah, I'm very excited. We got one more year, and then I get to be a menace.
Yeah, every podcast episode, we're just gonna be like, Casey's turning 29.
29. It's so amazing. It's so great. I love that. But yes, 28. I have a very, very jam-packed birthday.
Yeah, you're just freaking partying it up this month.
Yeah, so I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast or not, but I am going to Sick New World, which is the festival in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Did you buy your sunscreen?
Yes, we have sunscreen. I got a fan. Hat? We got it all. Water bottles. I'm ready. Good. Although the weather is actually supposed to be super nice. It's supposed to be like 75.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Which is like super nice because last year I think they did it in May instead of April. Too hot. And it was like super hot. So they bumped it up this year and it just happened to be like right around my birthday. So I'm doing that on Saturday, and then on Thursday we got tickets, me and the other Jamie got tickets to go see Bring Me the Horizon. They have like a sideshow playing, and I'm pumped about that because I've never seen Bring Me the Horizon at all. So I'm very excited because that was like one of the bands. So like the festival is going to be interesting because it's only a one day. And you kind of have to like pick and choose who you want to see.
Yeah. That's always the hard part.
Yeah, and I have seen like a lot of the bands I've already seen.
Yeah, you're gonna see Bad Omens again.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited.
And Noah Sebastian with your own 2 eyes.
I cannot wait. Even though I just saw him in October, he's like on my list. I love him. Yes, I'm very excited, and it's gonna be so fun. And yeah, Jamie's never been to a concert. She's never been to not you, obviously.
No, obviously.
Jamie. Other Jamie.
I have been to many a concert.
So she's very excited to see all of the people, and I'm very excited. And I'm super excited because System of a Down is like headlining.
Ooh.
And that is like one of the bands I've always wanted to see. And they don't really they don't really tour anymore. They play like festivals and stuff like that, but they don't really tour. So I'm very excited to see them because I love them. So they're just like a classic, you know, wake up, put a little makeup. You know?
Yeah. You know, every time I
cut
hear
that out.
song,
Cut that out. I'm just kidding.
Every time I heard that song in particular, I just think of the lizard lady from the movie Sing, where she's just like this little old lizard and she's listening to that song and she's singing along, and I'm like, same girl, same.
That's gonna be me. That's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be me.
100% gonna be you.
I'm not a lizard because I hate the heat, but I would be a little old lady
Yeah.
screaming my heart out. So
You're
I'm
gonna be
super
like
pumped.
the mom from Monsters
Monsters
University.
University.
She's like, I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
sing
be
her
a
this in my tunes.
lizard.
And it's just like full screamo. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be super fun. That'll be my week next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I'm gonna be very exhausted, but it'll be fun. And then we'll have an episode. We'll talk about Sick New World
Absolutely.
once I come
Yeah.
back.
You're gonna have to tell me how good Noah Sebastian looked in person.
Oh, I know. I'm very excited. Bad Omens is one of my all-time favorite bands, so I'm very excited to see them again
Yeah.
because
It'd be so good.
whew, they're beautiful. They're all just
Yeah. And
and
their
Ollie
music is
Sykes,
so
yes.
good.
I know. I love like I love so my friend introduced me to Bad Omens.
Mm-hmm.
I was like obsessed ever since I listened to them. Hang on. Give me pause. Okay, where was I?
Bad Omens.
Um
You
oh
were
yeah, okay.
introduced.
So yes, I was introduced and I became like obsessed because when I love something I obsess
Hyper
over it.
focus. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I love that I love that you're getting it like you got into Bad Omens because I'm just like "Mwah."
Absolutely.
everybody like I'm the opposite of gatekeeping, like I want everybody to know
Yeah.
because I need everybody to
To be
enjoy what I
obsessed.
enjoy. Yes.
Yeah.
And to understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I love Bad Omens. I love Bring Me the Horizon. I love all of them. I also hope to see like Sleep Token because I love Sleep
Yeah.
Token. And there's a couple other ones, but there's a lot of good bands, and I'm very excited. And I got a really cute outfit, and
Adorable.
there's pics on the Instagram. Don't even worry.
Yeah.
I haven't planned anything per usual, so we're just
Yeah.
winging it.
I
We're just
mean,
going with the
to be
flow.
fair, like 28 is kind of a weird birthday because it's just like it's one of those in
Yeah.
between. It's not like a super significant birthday, but like you're just the only thing significant about it is you're now closer to 30 than you are to 20.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
get to
yeah,
have an
yeah.
existential crisis about that, about getting old. Like you're officially
Yeah.
like old TM, you know?
Right. When you say 28, they're like, "Okay, well you're practically 30." Like you're
Yeah.
practically 30. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Don't I still have 2 good years left. Okay, please don't do this to me."
Yeah, and a lot of times I noticed, particularly when I was 28, is you know, when you're like filling out forms, especially like online, and they're like,
Mhm.
choose an age bracket. You are now in
Oh,
the age bracket with the 30-year-olds, and you're like,
yes, yes.
oh
I
no.
also noticed the other day when what was I doing? I was doing something where I had to it was on my phone, so it had me put like my birthday in
Oh, and you get to
and
Wheel of
I had
Fortune that.
to yeah,
Get
and
to
then I'm like, "Wow, it's like every year it just gets like longer and longer to like
yeah.
scroll back to my year." And I'm like, "This is not this is when I had like an existential crisis and I'm not even that old
Yeah.
when I realized that like people born in 2000 started
Mhm.
turning 21 because I
Mhm.
realized that like when you get carded, all they have to look for is like the 19 in the front
Yeah.
and they know like
And they'll go,
you're
oh,
old
okay.
enough.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's I don't like the fact that people born in like 2001, like
Mhm.
2000 and like there's more like you're now like 21, like you can drink.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or
That's so crazy.
like my best friend Emma is getting married in October. She's 2002,
Wow.
I think, and she's old enough to get married and have it not be a scandal. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like and
I'm like,
have
it's
you
so crazy.
and have not have people go, "Ooh, that's kind of." I mean, people still say it's she's young, but it's not like
Mhm.
It's not like she's right out of high
controversially
school,
young.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like she's been out of she's almost done with college
Yeah.
and she's getting married, but she's also like 2000. I think she's 2002. She might be 2004. I don't know how old she is.
Oh my gosh.
She's younger than my brother. That's all I know. I want to say she's 2 years younger, which is why I think she's 2002. But yeah, she can get married, and technically, if they get married and have a baby, it's again like a normal age. It's not
Right.
scandalous anymore, and that's weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't know. I will get that existential crisis, like, for sure, like, coming soon, but right
Mm-hmm.
now I'm just kind of chilling. I'm just enjoying it, I'm like, I'm still my prime, kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was never in my prime, let's be real,
You just never had a prime.
but yeah, so yeah, I don't know. What now? Can you tell that I'm not the oh, I will say, because it ties in and just me as a person, it ties in with my birthday. So last year, we went to Disneyland for our birthday.
Oh, yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, and then because I'm just the most unprepared person on planet Earth, the day I think I was leaving. We must have been going to Disneyland the next day, but I was driving out there that day, and
Yes.
I didn't buy the ticket yet
Nope.
because I'm a ding dong.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked to go buy the ticket, and it was like you can't buy a ticket for that day.
They're like,
And I
there's
was
no
like,
more.
yeah, they're like, you can't do that. And I was like, literally, like, my stuff is packed. I'm like practically out the door.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like walking out the door, buying the ticket, trying to.
And then she texts me, I'm at work already. I'm at work, and I get a text, and I'm like, mind you, it's like 7:30 a.m. I went to work early. So I'm like, I wonder who that is. And luckily I'm allowed to carry my phone with me. It's Kacie going, so
So,
I can't buy a Disney ticket. It says there's none available to purchase. So periodically throughout the day, I would check the Disneyland website to see if there was tickets available. And at 6 p.m. that day, one opened up for
yes.
Disneyland, and I'm like, oh my god. We had a backup plan of Universal, which is fine, but I was mentally prepared for Disneyland, so I was making sure
Yes, we all
Disneyland was
were.
going to happen.
Yes. We all were prepared. And you know what? It ended up working out. We got the ticket to Disneyland, and then we got the park hopper to
Mm-hmm.
California Adventure. So, sometimes it's okay to procrastinate, but sometimes it's not. So
Yeah.
probably don't do that.
It's only okay to
Yeah, but that was
procrastinate if you're okay with changing plans. If you are
yeah.
not okay with changing plans, do not procrastinate, because otherwise you will have to change your plans, guaranteed.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not the planning type.
No, I am, which is why
I
we're
know.
friends. Somebody in your life has
I
to
just
be
bring
the
the
planner.
chaos.
You do. You bring the chaos, you bring the vibes.
And then when, like, I have to plan things, like, by myself, like, if I do things by myself, I'm like, this is so hard. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I can't, I planned my whole, like, when I did the 2 concerts, like, back to back, and I went to, like,
Oh,
Phoenix and Vegas, I planned
yeah,
that all myself.
you
Okay. And
did.
I was like, I don't, and it got a little chaotic. I'm not gonna lie, but
But you made
it
it
all
to
worked out.
both.
Yes, I made it to both. So, you know, don't don't what is it? Don't do as I say, or do as I say. What
Don't.
is it? Do you know what I'm talking about? Don't.
um
What is it? Now I gotta look it up. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Because you said it wrong. So my brain was just like, oh no, I don't know what it actually is anymore.
Like, I knew
I
it,
just
but
knew
why'd
it was
you say
wrong.
it wrong? I was like, the like letters were all like there. They
Yeah,
were just
it
getting
was
like
like
jumbled up.
freaking dyslexic moment, and I was just like, I don't understand what's happening.
You're like, now you're confusing me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun little throwback. That was our like like we did like the cantina,
That was our drinking Disney trip.
and that was our drinking trip, and it was a
We
lot
were
of fun.
ready to throw some money and have a good time, and there's a
Yes, it was a lot of
delivery
fun.
person at my door, and so now everything's very awkward because I can make eye contact with the people.
He's like he's like, "What are you doing in
Yeah, I
there?"
mean, luckily it's not. I hate when I leave my window open when I'm filming a YouTube video because I've got the camera and the lights, and I'm just like, oh god,
You're like, "Please
please
just
don't
keep
look at
moving. It's
me.
fine."
Yeah, but yeah, that Disney trip was so much fun because normally when I go to Disney, I go with my parents, and we just kind of cruise through Disney, and it's just chill. So I normally don't drink when I go to Disney. So it was cool to go, and that we both went to the cantina for the first time. We got a little buzzed, and I mean, when I say little, I mean little.
Yeah.
Felt like there was no alcohol in those things. It was like
Yeah,
juice.
for freaking like $90.
Yeah. But I will say by far the best drink we had, and it wasn't even my drink, it was your drink, was that freaking orange creamsicle
Oh my
ice
gosh, I
cream
know.
shake from the Cozy Cone in California
Yeah.
Adventure. And I
Yeah,
was
it's like
like, that
it's like a
was
creamsicle like shake with like vanilla vodka or something in it, I
it was
think.
so good.
It's so good. It's like the perfect amount of like refreshing and like
Hmm.
delicious. And like if you get one of those and a churro
Oh,
and then you hop in line for Radiator
for
Springs,
yes. Best
you're
combo
set. You're
ever.
set. It is like an iconic combo, okay?
Yeah,
Next time
like
you go
I
to
feel like
Disneyland, try it.
yeah, every time we go to California Adventure from here on out, if it's me and you, like that's what we're doing. Because
Yeah.
I like it because here's the thing, you have in that god awful line, you have enough time to drink that whole thing,
Mhm.
eat your churro, pass by a trash can, and then get on the ride. It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah, that ride is and then you get to ride that ride and it's so much fun. And I love Radiator that whole
Yes, it's so
yes.
cute.
Yes, which we talked about in our previous episode, so if you haven't
We
listened to it,
did.
go listen to it now.
Yes. Now I want one. Sounds so.
Yeah.
I wish they would make a boozy Dole Whip drink cuz
Oh,
that
that'd
would
be
be
so
delicious.
good. Ooh, that would be delicious. They should do that. It sucks that like if you want to go to Disney, if you want to go to Disneyland slash California Adventure to drink, California Adventure is the better place to drink
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
they have like way more options. Like Disney, there's only like the cantina and like what like a couple other places, I think.
Yeah, there was I'm trying to think. We did most of our drinking in California Adventure cuz I think the
Yeah.
cantina had stuff and I can't remember if
I
we
think there's only like two places in Disney that like have actual
yeah.
like alcoholic beverages.
Yeah. And so, and it's funny because we always do California Adventure first. So, so we were day drinking.
Yeah. But it's fun. And then they always do like California Adventure tends to do like the wine festivals and the like
Mm-hmm.
all the like fun like so if you want to like drink California Adventure, but the cantina is cool. It's super cool. It's
Yeah.
like it's I wish you could do more in there. Like I get why
Yeah.
you can't. I get it cuz it's still new and it's still like a lot of people in there. Cuz when you go in, you can only be in there for like what,
They have a
45
time
minutes, I
limit.
think? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can only order 4 drinks and it's like standing only.
Yeah. You
Um,
can get a table, but you have to do
mhm.
like a reservation kind of
Yeah.
situation. And I think it's only for like if your party's like 4 or 5 people or bigger.
Yeah. So, but it's very cool in there. Like it is cool if you want to if you do, want to go in there, you should definitely do it. But I do wish there was more, but it is really fun. It is really fun. I will say that. Now I just want an alcoholic
I just
beverage.
want a creamsicle. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of alcoholic beverages, so I am a big fan of when like they do a twisted version of a regular drink, so like the twisted teas and like
Mm-hmm.
and I bought two. I was in what store was I in? Oh, it was the we have a Total Wine and More.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was getting a haircut, and I was actually walking to Ulta, and then that store is between the haircut place and Ulta, and I'm like, I never go in here. I'll go in here. And so I bought two drinks. I bought basically what was an adult juice box.
Oh, the
Um,
beatboxes? I saw
yeah,
that on your story. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it was I love fruit punch. I
Me
don't
too.
care what
I'm
brand
a
it
fruit
is.
punch girly.
Me
Mm-hmm.
too. This beatbox fruit punch, gross. It literally
Oh,
tasted like cherry cough syrup.
that's disappointing.
Yeah, but I did put it in the freezer. I drank about half of it. And I kind of was curious because it's 10% alcohol. It tasted like cough syrup. So it wasn't even
Ugh.
like just pure alcohol. It
Yeah.
tasted like cough syrup. I put it in the freezer because they say it's best served chilled or frozen, and I didn't really like it chilled, so we'll see if frozen is a little bit better. But I also bought another one that was supposed to be an alcoholic version of Cactus Cooler.
Oh,
It did not taste like Cactus Cooler.
that's so
Yeah,
disappointing.
it was tragic because Cactus Cooler, if you've never had a Cactus Cooler, one, I'm sorry, but you're missing out on literally the best soda in existence.
Yeah, you need to come to the West Coast if
Yeah,
you haven't tried it because
it's
d-
pineapple and orange are the flavors of a Cactus Cooler. I think cherry might be in there too. I can't remember. Delicious. It did not taste anything like a Cactus Cooler. Like you'd be better off getting an actual Cactus Cooler and putting a shot of vodka
and
in
put
it.
it, yeah. Man, that's
So
disappointing.
I know, and I really want to try for all of my millennials out there. They made a hard version of Arizona's. I
Ooh.
know, but I nobody sells like the individual cans. Like you have to buy the big 12 pack. And
Mm.
I almost did because it's like I'm going to drink it. It's fine. But they have the strawberry kiwi flavor in there, and that is the one flavor that nobody in my family will drink.
That's fair.
And I'd be stuck with four cans of it, and I'm like, or no, three cans of it, and I'm like, if we could, can I swap those out for like additional fruit punch? Because it's the fruit punch, mango, strawberry
Mm.
kiwi. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what the other one is. I feel like it might have been the Arnold Palmer one, the iced tea lemonade kind of thing.
Mhm.
Oh no, it was watermelon. That's what it was.
Ooh, mhm.
So watermelon, delicious. Mango, delicious. Fruit punch, the superior flavor, and then strawberry kiwi. Do enough people like the strawberry kiwi that they were like, yeah, we'll put it in the pack? Or did enough people not like the strawberry kiwi so they're like, we're gonna make you drink the strawberry
I don't
kiwi?
yeah, I don't yeah, I definitely when I grab an Arizona, I don't reach for the strawberry kiwi first. I reach for fruit punch and then like
Mm-hmm.
mango.
Yes.
Oh, man, I want an Arizona real bad right now.
Me too. But so I want to try those next. But yeah, I was very disappointed with my two drinks that I bought. And then I went into Bevmo the other day and I bought they have the what are they? The Jarritos, like the Mexican soda that like comes in different
Oh, yeah,
flavors.
mhm. Yeah,
They
I have one
have
on my desk right now.
yeah, they have a hard version of those. So I bought of course the
Ooh.
pineapple flavor. So we'll see how that tastes.
Yeah, I have a fruit punch one on my desk as we speak.
Ooh, yum. Delish. Love a good alcoholic soda.
Yes, we do. We do. We just love alcohol. I do.
Yes, we do. Oh, did you want to talk about your book that you just got? Your And This Is Why We Drink? Didn't you just get like an atlas or something?
Oh, yes, yes. So for my birthday, my manager got me um this book that I've been wanting. It's by the uh podcasters, and that's why we drink, which is like my favorite podcast ever. They made a book that is a haunted road atlas. So it goes through every state, and it has like a different location. It's typically like a major city, and they have like one like haunted place in that city, and then one like true crime fact about that city, and then different like haunted locations in that area. It's super fun, and I want to go on a haunted road trip so bad.
Yes, let's go.
Um, but here, let me actually grab it. Give me 10 seconds. Yeah, so it says a haunted road atlas, sinister stops, dangerous destinations, and true crime tales. So it's super fun, and I obviously had to look up like Portland and Arizona and Nevada because that's close to me,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's super cool. One of the so in Vegas they talk about the haunted museum, the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum, which I am going to try to go to, depending on how tired I am.
Hmm.
We are going to try to go to the haunted museum. Um, and let's see what else it has for Vegas. Oh, it also has it's pretty cool. They have like other places you could like check out, so like other cool spots in the area. And it's really cool too. They also have Christine. She drinks she's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing my train of thought. So she drinks like she likes the alcoholic beverages, and they like milkshakes. So in each
Mm.
section of the book, they have different spots that are like haunted bars, and like different cool like milkshake like ice cream parlors in the area. So like
Ooh.
it's a super like cool interactive book. Um but it's cool. So in Vegas, they have a replica of the Simpsons house. Like it's somebody's house that looks like the
Oh.
Simpsons house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super cool. It's like all these, and then they have fun facts. Um and they actually have another book coming out. I think it's called this it's like the Haunted Road Atlas Next Stop.
Hmm.
So that comes out in September, and I think I'm going to pre-order it because I love them so much, and my manager actually got the same book because I was like you should get it, so and then we're all going to go on a haunted road trip. But yeah, I do want to like go to some of these places like in Arizona it talks about Jerome, because there's like a super haunted
Oh,
hotel in Jerome.
yes. Have you
So
do you watch, I don't know if you watch Glam and Gore on YouTube?
yeah, I did watch her.
Yeah, because she's been to Jerome. She does a bunch of like staying in like really creepy hotels or haunted places. And I know that she had visited there. I can't remember what hotel she went to though. Probably the same one that's mentioned in that book.
Yeah, the Jerome, what is that called? The Jerome Grand Hotel. And then they also have the
Yeah.
Hotel Monte Vista, which I think is the one in Flagstaff that's supposed to be haunted.
Ooh.
I love a good haunted hotel, okay? Like my goal is to stay at like a haunted hotel. Um I just think it'd be so fun. And I need to find somebody that wants to go on a haunted road trip with me and visit all the spooky
I do.
places.
Hello.
We're all gonna go on a road trip and visit all
Yes.
these spooky places.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they had for California. I know they had San Diego. They had the Cecil Hotel
Oh,
for
yeah.
LA, which
But
that would
that's
make
in
sense.
such a like sketchy part of town.
Well, yeah, it's on Skid Row. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
no. I'm like, I'm sure every fucking place there is haunted. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Am I allowed to swear? Have
You
I
can do
sweared like
it's
that? Okay.
I think I think we have. I feel like we
Okay.
have.
I was like, my
I don't
bad.
know. It's not
That
a
just
this is
came
not
out of me.
yeah.
I'm like, it's
it's not
on
a
Skid Row. Obviously, it's gonna
yeah,
be like haunted.
and creepy and have creepy people and crazy people and like and like even like the outside of the hotel looks like it's been there for about 3,000 years and I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Oh no. No, no, no."
yeah.
It's
Let's
fun to
see.
see
What
people
we
go
got?
in it, but I would never stay in the Cecil Hotel. Just purely of where it's
My
located.
Yeah, my coworker stayed at the Cecil Hotel like 3 months. Like he was like traveling and
Oh my
they just
gosh.
booked like a cheap hotel. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you realize that like aside from like the crazy shit that happened at the Cecil Hotel, like that's on Skid Row. Like
Yeah. Like
I'm
you
surprised
don't
you
stay
didn't
there.
die.
Yeah.
um but yeah, he actually like stayed there like 3 months before like all that shit happened there. I was like, that's
Wow.
first off, I don't know how you left there without like bed bugs or like some shit.
Yeah.
Like
I was about to
I
say it's not exactly well kept.
no, I wouldn't imagine it would be.
Ugh. And then like even if it was, if they tried to like keep it well kept, like I can't even like we have in Santa Clarita like people just going to the bathroom in our store. It's
Yeah.
gross. I can't imagine trying to upkeep a hotel on Skid Row.
Yeah, no, no
Like,
thank you.
and with all the people that you get there, it's probably not, it's a horrible task to undertake, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I
But,
was like, I don't know how, cuz I watched like the documentary on
hmm,
like the all that stuff that happened there,
yeah, yeah,
and I'm like when they like interview like the managers, I'm like, how did you I would have listen, I'm also not like I'm kind of a crybaby, so like if I get
yeah,
like a little bit overwhelmed, I start crying. So like I don't know
hmm,
how she made that through that because I would have
yeah,
quit in instantly.
yeah.
You could not pay me to go. I don't like going to LA. Period.
No. I don't even like
Like
parking in
I
LA for a few hours, let alone anything
yeah.
else.
Like LA, I could just do without. Like I don't know why everybody wants to move to LA. I don't find it. I don't get it.
It's not appealing. Like I love seeing Instagram videos of like these really picturesque shots of LA and I'm like I do understand like before like our time, like when my parents were young and stuff like that, that LA was, I mean it was never like a glamorous place as most play, you know, movies and stuff depict it as, but like it was nicer. Like I do remember going to like Venice Beach and stuff like that when I was younger. And are there weird people on Venice Beach? Yeah, but like we went a few years back and I was like, "Ooh, this is
Yeah.
this has gotten way worse." Like
It's a very like select part of LA that's actually like super nice,
it's
but
normally the rich
like
area of LA,
yeah, but
like
I
Beverly
just
Hills.
even like the rich area of LA, I'm like I don't know. I don't find it appealing. I'd rather just like live in a normal city.
Yeah.
Um
You go
and
to
not
LA
deal
to
with traffic.
visit, not to
Yeah.
live. But yeah,
So I don't
the amount of
understand.
people
Mm-mm.
squished in LA is actually insane, and I'm just like, I mean, I get that you want to make like connections and stuff like that, but honestly, I'd rather sit in traffic than have to live in LA. Unless you can
Yeah.
afford like a really big house or one of those houses that magically has a yard or something where you're not like basically sitting in somebody else's lap all the time, then yeah,
Yeah.
then I imagine LA would be great. But oh, my mom is outside. She just scared the bejeebus out of me. I really need to close my window. Uh, but yeah, LA is just I don't see the allure of LA. I see the
Me either.
allure of like Malibu and like Ventura and like
Hmm.
like more coastal stuff.
Orange
Or
County. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. But even like certain like when people are like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
certain parts of Orange
certain parts
County.
of Orange County," I'm just like, "Nah." Like, mm-mm. But other parts of Orange, like Laguna Beach and all that, I get that.
Mhm, mhm.
But yeah, like when people are like, "I want to go live in Hollywood," and I'm like, "Do you though?" Because like, have you ever been to Hollywood? Because I wouldn't really want to live there, but
Yeah,
that's just
no, thank
me.
you.
I also like if I don't ever have to live in an apartment, I'd rather not. I
Yeah.
don't. I'm done with it. I didn't even really live in like a true blue apartment. It was technically a dorm, but like it's not for me. I am meant to live in a house of some kind, of some kind where
Yeah.
people are not super close to me.
Yeah. You also have a lot of stuff, so you need a lot of room.
Yeah, I literally like a 3 bedroom apartment would be just for me. I wouldn't. I like.
Yeah.
Sorry, nobody else can live here. I need a craft room, a filming room, and a bedroom. So sorry, nobody can
Yes.
live here.
Sorry.
But since we were talking about cryptids, because I know you love creepy things,
I do.
I was scouring Pinterest as one does, and I came across this thing of cryptids from Arizona. And so I don't know
Ooh.
if you actually know. I mean, some of them I've heard of, but I don't know if you actually
Hmm.
know like which cryptids pertain to your state. And so for yours, the ones that I thought were interesting and that I recognize is the chupacabra. I'm like,
Hmm. Hmm.
oh,
Chupacabra.
yeah. The jackalope, which is always so cute. I don't understand why people
Ah.
are always like, "Oh my god, it's a it's a bunny with deer antlers." Like, how
I know
could you
it's
not like the
cute.
jackalope? Um, skinwalkers, because I feel like Arizona has a lot of Native American
Yes, we do. We have
influence, and
a lot of Native American land. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of these, like, I know from Native American legends and stuff like that. So like the Thunderbird is another one. And I do like on this little poster that I'm looking at. Apparently trolls are from Arizona. I'm like,
Interesting.
just a
Very
troll.
interesting. Just a
That's it. Just a troll.
Why? That's very, huh?
I yeah. So strange. But there was one. Let me see. I always think for chupacabras in particular, because when I think chupacabra, I always think something like Bigfoot,
Hmm.
but it's more like a weird like lizard. It's like the lizard version of Bigfoot. is, is how I'm going to describe it. But I didn't realize that chupacabra, its literal translation is goat sucker.
Goat sucker?
Yeah, and I guess because that's like their primary like thing they do is they kill goats and then like drink them like a vampire. And I'm like, huh,
Gross.
interesting. Love that. So be careful of the chupacabras out there.
Yeah. You
But
know what's
yeah, and
really
then I think
interesting?
the
Okay.
jackalope. Mm, mm-hmm.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry. I was going to go on a completely
No,
different tangent, but
you go on your
I
tangent. Go
was
on your tangent. Take us where we're going.
um so it's actually funny. So Zach Bagans, he
Yes.
obviously goes to like a lot of haunted places. He's done a lot of places in Arizona. So like he's actually
Mm-hmm.
done Lake Havasu because
Ooh, yeah.
part of the London Bridge is there. So yeah, like part of the actual London Bridge is there. So everybody thinks it's haunted. And then he's actually been to Kingman.
Oh,
Um yeah, because one of the high schools is built on top of a cemetery,
excellent.
like a really old cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
so they think that's haunted. And then like obviously he did like a whole big episode on Lake Mead, which is only like an hour from me.
Yeah.
So that's all haunted. Yeah, I was like when I was watching, because I started getting into ghost adventures,
Yeah.
and when I started watching it, I was like, wow, there's a lot of episodes in places I actually know where these are.
Yeah.
Like real close to me. Um but the London Bridge one I think is cool because I'm like, that's crazy.
The London Bridge, I understand why people would think it's haunted because like the UK didn't exactly have great morals to
Yeah.
when it came to building their bridges. So I imagine quite a lot of people died building that bridge. But I also, which I think we've talked about it on the podcast before, because when I talked about my trip, I love that. I don't even remember what the guy's name was that bought the London Bridge, but he went to London and was looking at the famous Tower Bridge, which is the one that's really pretty and decorative and
Oh.
that opens
Oh,
up for the boats and stuff. Like
oh.
when you think London, you picture that bridge. That's the Tower Bridge.
So that's the
So
bridge you wanted?
that's the bridge he wanted. That's the bridge he was looking at. And he told the people of London, I want to buy the London Bridge. Now,
They're like, "Here you go."
yeah. And they were like, and he, offered like this. He thought he was getting a steal, but they were like, man, that's a lot of money for this bridge. We'll take it. Like, I mean, it was an ungodly amount of money. And so they had to take it apart and ship it over. And then they built it back. And he came and went, what the heck is this? What is this? This is not the bridge I ordered. And then someone goes, well, you ordered the London Bridge, and this is the London Bridge. And he goes,
Wow.
no, I wanted the one that's pretty and tall. And they go, oh, that's the Tower Bridge. Okay,
They're like, "You
bye.
can't
Enjoy
have
your
that one."
bridge. Yeah, yeah. So he was dead set on the Tower Bridge, and he ordered the London Bridge, which is just a plain stone bridge. There's nothing particularly special about it.
No, but
And
if you
I
go to
just,
Havasu, they make a big deal about it.
oh
So if
yeah,
you're ever in Lake
because I
Havasu,
mean that's a long way to travel with bridge pieces.
yeah, so part of the London Bridge in Havasu, and it's supposedly haunted. And personally, I think Havasu is disgusting, and I try to avoid it as much as humanly possible. But I guess if
Yeah,
you've never been, like, it's cool. I guess it's not. Don't go there. It's gross. Okay,
is
it's not a fun vacation
Havasu
spot.
is Havasu the one that there was like a, I don't know if it was true or if it was just a conspiracy theory, but that had a bunch of like dead people on the bottom of the lake that were like crystallized over.
Oh, I don't know, but I tried to not get in. First off, I think that lake is absolutely disgustingly foul, because of like it's like the spring break capital, and I don't understand why because it's gross. That lake is disgusting, and I would rather just go to the river, but like I don't even like going outside, so I guess maybe don't take my advice. But I think that Havasu is disgusting. But if you are ever in the area and you're like, wow, wow, what, I don't know. If you're ever in the area and you're like, man, let me look at a piece of history. There you go. There's the London Bridge. And maybe you'll see a ghost there. But other than that, I try to avoid it. But I yeah, I love a good spooky, I love a good cryptid, I love a good haunted location.
Oh no, I think it's Lake
So
Mead.
oh yeah, Lake Mead, they had like the body in the barrel,
Yeah.
and then like a bunch of other bodies like kept coming up because like Lake Mead is like the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So all these bodies are like coming to the surface, and I'm like, and that's when they did like the episode for like the Zach Bagans like episode,
Mhm.
because it was after that, and I'm like, that's gross. Um, lakes, like I
Lakes
get
are
it,
gross.
like yeah, lakes are gross because like you know how many like bodies are in there, probably,
And then
absolutely, like.
I mean, I get that the lake is probably like if you're dumping a dead body is convenient because it's there. But why would you not like go out? I mean, you've already unalived the person. Just go find the ocean.
Yeah, or
And
like put them in a river because at least they'll like go downstream.
yeah, it's just like the lake is such a weird thing cuz you're keeping the investigators in the area. So
Yeah.
unless it's a lake that you like live way far, again, at that point, just go
Also,
find
this
the
is not
ocean. But like,
advice. This is
no,
disclaimer. This is not advice. Please don't
we do
take this
not
as advice.
condone, do not condone any of this. I'm just saying, like, but
Just
I
we're
mean,
just saying.
I do understand that most people that unalive other people are really dumb in general. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but yeah, man, you live near all the haunted lakes.
I know. I live near all the crazy stuff, so I'm really excited. Like if I do actually go to the Honey Museum, because that's been on my list for like ever. Because
Hmm.
obviously, like I love that shit. So, and they have like actual haunted stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll bring something back, like a spirit, and then we can share it on the podcast.
Yeah, they'll be our next guest star. See, I now have my anti-possession symbol on my arm, so I'm good to go. You give me a can of salt, and
You're like, we're
something
good.
iron related, and we're all good to go.
Yeah, we got it. It's no big deal. But yeah, I love spooky stuff. I'm a spooky girl. You know what? My birthday, I think it makes sense because look, my birthday is like 6 months between Halloween. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I got that's why I love like I'm just a spooky girl.
Yeah, your
What can I
birthday
say?
just marks the countdown to Halloween.
Yeah, I'm like we're halfway there.
Yeah. It's just that's your cycle is it's Halloween and you're like, "Oh
Then my
man,
birthday.
Halloween is over, but I got my birthday." And then your birthday comes, you go, "Oh man, my birthday's over, but Halloween is next."
Yeah, that's how I keep track of the time in
Yes.
6-month increments.
Yeah. Birthday and Halloween, all that matters. And then you get a little Christmas in there, little
Yeah.
4th of July.
Sprinkle some other stuff in there. I guess
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. It's great. But yes, I would love to do something spooky. When I come out to visit, we're gonna have to go somewhere spooky.
Oh yeah, and like
Do something
Arizona is
spooky.
like a hot spot. Like even if we just like pop over to Flagstaff, because like that hotel, there's like a hotel
Mm-hmm.
that's haunted there, and I'm like,
Do you actually
I
want to
wanna do it.
stay in the hotel or do you just want to go see the hotel?
I think it just depends on like how brave I'm feeling.
Mm.
I'd probably stay in the hotel. Um, I'd be like, I think on edge the whole time because it'd be like, what was
Yeah,
that?
there'd
Did you
be
hear
no
that?
sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
there'd be we if we were to a spooky hotel, I guarantee you we'd end up just staying up and watching movies or watching a TV show or something. Like we wouldn't there'd be actually no sleeping in the hotel.
No,
Except
no.
maybe when the sun is out.
Yeah.
Like we would like get there in the morning and be like, okay, well we're gonna sleep now and then just be awake all night. But honestly, hotels just in general are really creepy at night anyways.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
if you've ever
I
like come back from an event and went in the middle of the night
Oh
in a
yeah. Oh,
hotel.
especially. Yeah. For sure. There's one hotel that I want to it's also on my list. It's in it's in Tonopah, Nevada. I know you probably never heard of it. It's like I think it's like 5 hours away from me. Um, but they have the Clown Motel.
Oh no. I won't do
And
clowns.
so it's like a clown themed motel, but they have different rooms so you can stay in like different horror themed rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can stay in like a regular room, whatever, with like no clown theme. But it's like right next to a cemetery.
Oh,
It's
that's
literally like
cool.
it's literally like right next to it, and then you can take like you can rent like a what is it an EVP reader thing.
Oh, uh-huh.
Um, I don't know if I'd do like the whole EVP thing, but I would definitely want to stay in the Clown Motel because they have like different themed rooms, and it just looks so fun. And I would do it for the gram mostly
Yeah, I was
because I
about to
would get
say
some great
this.
pictures.
I've just Googled the clown motel, and the thing is an assault on the eyeballs. Cause like, wow,
Yeah,
I I don't think I
yeah,
could do it.
that's on
I
my
don't know if I could
list.
survive. There is one. I'm assuming it's the Exorcist theme. I don't know. They've got her painted on like the closet doors, and I don't like that. I and the gift shop. It's just so no.
Beautiful, beautiful. 10 out of
Mm-mm.
10.
No. I
Yes, so
mean,
that's on my list.
yeah. When you come to visit at one point, I'm gonna have to take you to the college I went to because that's
Yes.
supposedly haunted as well. And I
Yes,
think
because
some
it
of
was
the original is a mental hospital.
yes.
And I think if I remember, unless they've done some major construction in the last couple of years, the some of the original buildings are still there. So you gotta go poke around.
That's so cool. Yeah, see, I would have like loved that. I would
It
tell
was
everybody
really cool.
I went to a haunted college. Did you? And then
Yeah,
people be
I
like,
always
"No,
tell
I don't
people
care." And I'd be like,
yeah, I always tell people I went to college at a mental hospital.
Because you're not wrong. You're not lying about that.
Yeah, it truly is a mental hospital. And apparently, it was like a mental hospital that had a lot of famous people. So there's always like
Oh.
rumors that there's like tunnels underneath the school that connect various places so that they could sneak famous people in and sneak famous people out so that the paparazzi and stuff wouldn't see them.
Wow.
But
That's pretty cool.
honestly, where the school is, I'm like, you'd have to be a very dedicated paparazzi person because, like, it's literally surrounded by mountains. So you'd either have to climb the mountain to get any kind of look or just be very lucky that nobody sees you because it's either a mountain or super flat. Like, there's no in between. So there's like nowhere to hide. But yeah, it is very cool because apparently, like, where I feel like we've talked about this on the podcast during our spooky season, where the library is, it's very like modern and beautiful. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then I can't remember who I was talking to, but they were like, oh, yeah, the basement of the library um, used to be where they do lobotomies on the patients
Oh.
there. And I'm like,
Oh.
cool. So if you go to the library and you go not in the elevator in the front, but the elevator in the back, it has a button to go to the basement. And it always freaked me out because I'm like, I don't want to go to the basement. That's where they did lobotomies. That's where the ghosts will be hanging out. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
And
know if I could do
then
that one.
yeah, and then lots of stories of like people being murdered in various buildings. My favorite
Oof.
though is when I'm trying to think what year it was. I feel like it was either year 2 or 3, but where like the cafeteria and the ceramics building there's like another building that was never used. And I remember I was walking to class one day and the door was open and I'm like, ooh. So I poked my head in and it was a bowling alley. I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, it's just, I mean, it's like a 3-lane bowling alley. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like, I would, for one, I wish we could use it as students because that would have been awesome. But then I ended up like going home and doing like research, right? And I went through the school's archives and I found this really creepy old photo. I don't know who took it. It was just in the school's archives, but the bowling alley, there's no people in this photo. It's literally you're looking down the bowling alley and there's just the bowling balls are like pitch black. So there's just a bunch of bowling balls scattered everywhere. And it's like this it's so beautiful but also insanely creepy at the same time. And it's like one of my favorite pictures I've ever found of my school.
Do you still have like? Did you take a picture of it or?
Yeah, I do. I will send it to you.
Yeah, you should. We'll
I think
we'll
it's
we'll
on my
post it.
Instagram. But yeah, we'll definitely post it. I will repost it on my Instagram. But yeah, it's such a cool photo. But yeah, I don't necessarily enjoy the it's still haunted to this day kind of thing, but like the the history I always
Yeah.
enjoy. And
Yeah,
you
me
know
too.
what?
That's why, like, I love haunted hotels because
Yeah.
most of the, like, creepy shit happened in, like, like, the 20's and the 30's and the 40's or, like, even
Yeah.
earlier, and I'm like, "That's cool. That's creepy. That's crazy."
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Queen Mary?
No, but I want to. That's also on my bucket
We should
list.
definitely do that because like
Yeah.
that seems really cool. And I think you can stay on the Queen Mary, can't you? Isn't it also
Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
yeah, we should do that one day cuz like
Yeah.
I've been like I've seen the Queen Mary, but I don't think we ever went in the Queen Mary.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
I wanna do that for sure.
that yeah, just maybe we did go on the Queen Mary. I'm trying to think. We went to San Diego like long time ago and
Mhm.
did like SeaWorld and stuff like that. And I know we passed like little like I said we passed the Queen Mary, but I don't know if we did a tour on it or not. But like that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'm absolutely down. Anything spooky, I'm down for.
So
So,
yes, we'll have to plan some spooky things. That way we can talk about them on the pod and we can have a
yes.
good time.
Yes. I agree. Man, we've been gabbing for almost an hour.
Wow, that's pretty good considering there was no plan for this episode. It was a full winging. We're just winging the whole thing.
We're just winging it. But
Which honestly,
yeah,
it's what
this
we do
this was
best.
my this is that's yeah, that's my whole that's how I live my life. Maybe don't do that, but that's how I live it going into 28. But don't take my advice. Do as I say, not as I
How
do,
does he
okay?
do?
That'll be my advice for my 28-year-old self, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But
Okay,
yeah,
now I'm
I'm
gonna
very
ask
excited.
you before we go what you asked me. Is there
Oh,
anything you're looking forward to doing before you turn 30?
oh man. I definitely want, like, maybe not this year, but like next year or like in my 29th year, I do want to like travel more.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go somewhere super fun or like somewhere farther than I've
Mm-hmm.
gone. Yeah, there's a lot I want to do before I turn 30. It's creeping up, so it's getting a little scarier because I'm like, wow, my time is almost over.
Yeah.
As if I'm like gonna die when I'm 30. I'm like, oh my god, it's
Life is
the
over
end is
after
near.
30.
The end is near.
The end is nigh.
um, but I definitely want to like travel more. I want to like I want to do like a lot of fun things before I have to be like a like an
An
adult
official
adult.
adult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't be like I'm in my 20s, leave me alone, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, I would say that. And we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So be prepared for our future journey of Casey getting close to 29 and having us go 29.
29. Oh man, that is gonna be a fun episode. I
Oh
cannot
my
wait. So
gosh.
stick around in a year from now where
Yeah,
we are
we're
just
gonna have
annoying.
way too much fun with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, before we do our closing stuff, Casey, I was thinking about this today, and I wanted to say that for one, I love you. You're the
I
best.
love
I'm
you. Oh
so
my
glad
gosh.
we have remained friends for so long. And two, I am super happy you suggested a podcast and that you wanted me to join you on this adventure because this is literally some of the most fun I've ever had creating stuff. And it's definitely the most consistent I've ever been with
Yeah.
creating things. Um, it's really given me like the ability to, like, when my job says, "Hey, can you work all these crazy hours?" and I go, "No, I have an appointment, and my appointment is recording this podcast."
I'm actually busy. I have something
Yeah.
pre-scheduled,
I'm like,
so
I'm busy, so no, I can't. Goodbye.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love, like, that's why I was like, you know what? I know the perfect person to do a podcast with, and I love it. It's been fun. And
Yeah.
if y'all out there enjoy this and you want more, you better hit that, what is it? Is it a subscribe button? What is
Yeah.
it? A follow
Subscribe,
button?
follow, whatever. I don't know. Whatever platform you're on that lets you see our stuff weekly when we upload, hit that button.
Yes, we have lots. There's lots of different options to choose from if you want to hear
Yes.
us. We post a lot, so
We
you'll
do.
get a
The
lot of us.
podcast, yeah, the podcast is weekly. My YouTube channel, which both of us are currently on, is, I would say, relatively weekly. I did miss a couple weeks. I'm sorry about that. But also I'm not sorry because it was my birthday, so I don't really care. Um, but yeah, and then make sure to follow us on all the social media because we are both social media fiends and we're
Yes.
constantly on all the time. Um, but yeah, so make sure to follow us for more shenanigans. Make sure to rate us a little cheeky 5 stars. And we've got a lot of exciting things for the
Oh,
upcoming months of
yes.
the pod. Casey, like she said earlier, is doing a lot of stuff within the next few weeks, so we'll be hearing a lot of her adventures. We do have in the summer, which I think it's technically after our anniversary, which can you believe we're almost a
At
whole
a
year
year?
in?
Oh my gosh. It's so crazy
I
that we've
can't
been doing this for
believe.
almost a year.
Yeah, it definitely does not feel that way. I feel like
No,
we've
it does
just
not.
started and we're
I
still
know.
like trying to build and gain stuff. So we were recently guest stars on the Joystick Club or Joystick Show. I always want to call them
Mhm.
the Joystick Club. I don't know why. But we were recently guests and the guys on there are super nice and the two we got to talk to both said that we had a really excellent podcast and that it feels like we've been doing this for longer than we actually have. So they were, for not being our friends in real life and not being even truly friends until now, they were super proud of where our podcast has come. So that was really nice to hear. And we'd like to thank our audience for
Yes.
encouraging us and for listening to us and for sharing it with everybody. So please continue to do that. We will have some merch. I swear, I know I've been saying this for like 3,000 years, but I swear we will have merch soon. I Every time I like sit down to do stuff, something comes up. Like I redid my desk, and so I had everything in boxes for like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Everything is out of the boxes, so I have to do Casey's birthday present, which will be late as per usual.
Well,
Um,
you know.
and we will have some merch coming out, so make sure to check that out. Also, we will be doing some 1 year celebration stuff, so subscribe so that you don't miss out on all of the funness there.
Yeah, you've already made it this far. You might as well just click that little button to hear our
Yeah,
voices every week.
yeah,
You can listen to us on the way to work and it'll pass the time
truly.
because you'll be like, wow, they're so funny.
Yes, they are the most hilarious people I've ever heard. Give them all the money.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we will see you guys in the next episode. So
Bye.
goodbye.